Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Mariners is Floyd Bannister, whose record is 1-1 with a 5.02 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers is Rick Reuschel, whose record is 1-1 with a 6 ERA. And so we won yesterday's game. A great performance by Bruce Robbins, making a spot start for Milt Wilcox, who's injured for another week. So Robbins will get one more. He might not get one more start because we do have 2 days off. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But anyway, brilliant job. And we didn't really do much offensively. We just strung together a couple clutch hits. We scored a run on a wild pitch, and not a lot else to really offer in that game. So we have game 2 today. We'll get the game started here. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this channel. Rick Reuschel. Oh boy, he's on the mound today. We'll talk about him in a minute. All of our bullpen is available. Mogul got his first save of the year. So he won the game 2 games ago. Got a save yesterday, and we'll see what he has available for us today. And here's our lineup. We're going against Bannister, who is a lefty, so we have a lineup in there that is primarily righties. I'm giving Lance Parrish his weekly day off, so Ed Putman is in there today, a good chance for him. And normally, in the past anyway, I've given Thompson and Hancock the days off versus lefties, but we're going to let them hit, and we're going to see what they've got in store. Barry Bonnell and Dave Stegman, Tom Brookins all getting spot starts against the lefty today. So let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Mariners, and then we'll talk about Rick Reuschel. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Julio Cruz. Batting second and at third base is Kim Allen. Batting third and in center field is Juan Benice. Batting cleanup and in left field is Ricardo Sainz. Batting fifth and DHing is Phil Bradley. Batting sixth and catching is Bud Bowling. Batting seventh and in right field is Joe Simpson. Batting eighth and at shortstop is Spike Owens. And batting ninth and playing shortstop is the great Mario Mendoza. All right, and Rick Reuschel. Oh man, what can we say about this guy? I mean, he gives us innings. That's probably the most I can say about him. He's making his third start. He's 1-1 with that 6 ERA. Not really, 2 strikeouts in 12 innings. That's not great. 18 hits and 12 innings pitched. We got him last year early on, before the All-Star break anyway. We made a trade for him, and he went 6-10 for us. It wasn't horrible. I really expected more, especially for what we're paying him. But you know what? We're stuck with him now. He is on the trading block, as you can see right here. So if I could get a decent offer for him, like maybe some pine tar and some rosin, I will make that deal. Here's the defensive setup for the Tigers. As you can see, I put the little cards next to their positions so you can put a face with the position. And let's go ahead and get started. Batting leadoff, here is Julio Cruz, switch hitter, batting 136 as he strikes out. So Reuschel comes out firing bullets. Next up is Kim Allen, and Allen hits a fly ball to the left. That's caught by Kemp. 2 down, and here we are with Juan Benice. First time seeing him this series, and Benice gets a base hit up the middle. So with Benice on first, here we are with Ricardo Sainz, and he did play last year. Just to point this out, he was 18 last year, when he got a September call up, and he played a lot against us at that point. If you've never heard of him before, this is a good reason. He played really only in the Mexican League and never in the majors. And so this is a manufactured card by Jeremy DeJong. He created the uniform and put it on him, and just really did a great job with that card. You wouldn't know the difference. So kudos to Jeremy, who's created a lot of these cards, including Rick Reuschel, who never played for Detroit. Anyway, here is Ricardo Sainz batting .095, but he's going to get an infield hit. That will bring up Phil Bradley, who is DHing today. And Bradley hits a ground ball to second, and Whitaker tosses him out. So we're going to the bottom of the first inning. And we'll go ahead and do the Tigers lineup, and then we'll talk a little bit about Floyd Bannister. So batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second and at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting cleanup in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting fifth and DHing today is Barry Bonnell. Batting sixth and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting seventh and catching is Ed Putman. Batting eighth and in center field is Dave Stegman. And batting ninth at third base is Tommy Brookins. Oh, also to mention, in the game where Kirk Gibson was named MVP, I got a lot of suggestions to switch it to Tom Brookins. So we're going to be democratic about it, and we're going to give Tommy Brookins player of the game. I believe that was for game number 10. Okay, and here's Floyd Bannister, all-star last year, going 16-12 for the last place Seattle Mariners. Pretty damn good, actually. Floyd Bannister, first round, first overall pick. He's a 1-1 for the 1976 Houston Astros out of Arizona State University. He finished fourth here in 1977, as you can see, in the Rookie of the Year voting. That's the year that Andre Dawson won, so you can't blame him for that. In 1978, the Astros traded him to Seattle for Craig Reynolds. The Astros were just really impatient with him coming around. As you can see, his numbers here. And he did battle some illness and injuries. And so they traded him to Seattle for a light-hitting shortstop. So probably one of the worst trades of all time. And then in 1982, so the following season, he was an all-star for the Mariners, and he led the league in strikeouts with 209. And after that, he was a free agent signed by the White Sox, where he did pitch in the ALCS for the White Sox, which they eventually lost to the Baltimore Orioles, who, of course, won the World Series. In 1999, at age 35, he left Major League Baseball and went to play in Japan for the Yakult Swallows. And then he did come back to the U.S. after that and pitched for a couple years for a couple different teams, that, like the Royals, for example. And then he did officially retire in 1992. His son, Brian Bannister, played 5 years in the majors for the Mets and Royals. He finished third in the Rookie of the Year in 2007. And just an interesting note, Brian Bannister and Floyd Bannister both played with Julio Franco. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so let's get back to the game. Here's Sweet Lou leading off against Floyd Bannister. Lou is in a major slump right now. Trying to play him through it as he flips it out to left field for the first out. His average is down to 229. And here's Trammell with one down, and Trammell gets a base hit to left. And that 19-year-old Sainz out there left, he's got below average defense, so maybe we can take advantage of that later. Trammell on first, and Bowling is the catcher. He's got a good arm, so we're not going to try to steal this early in the game, as Thompson strikes out for the second out. And that'll leave it up to lefty Steve Kemp. And Kemp hits a ground ball. It gets past the third baseman, Allen. Trammell holds at second base. So here's Barry Bonnell, batted .325 last year, versus lefties. And he just hits a ground ball to short. And Mario Mendoza makes the play. I think I said earlier that Spike Owen was at short, but which is his normal position. But he's actually playing first base today, so my bad. Okay, so to the top of the second, all tied at 0. Here is Bud Bowling. And he strikes out. 2 Ks for Reuschel. It's already equaled his season total. Next up is Joe Simpson, who gets a base hit to right. So Joe Simpson off to a quick start, batting .368. That'll bring up Spike Owen. I guess we're going to play the outfield in the regular position. And Spike Owens, jeez, he smashes it off the left field wall for a double. So I guess there was nothing I could do defensively to prevent that. So it's an RBI double for Owen, bringing up Mario Mendoza. This is the guy they named the Mendoza line after. I mean, look at this. Career batting average of .205, and that's with his simulation .231 last year. Never had an OPS over 600 regarding, the 2 seasons that he's currently playing in. But he was a really solid defensive player, and that's how he stuck around for so long. So, oh, of course, he gets a base hit. Oh, but the Kemp throws out Owen at home. So the sad sack Mendoza can't even get a ribby. So 2 outs, runner on first base, and Julio Cruz gets an infield hit. So 6 hits already against Reuschel. That's what happens to him. He just can't get anybody out. As Allen hits a ground ball to Trammell, and he makes the play for the third out. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Mariners. Gary Hancock will lead it off to a good start as he hits a ground ball to second. There's 1 down. And here's our backup catcher, Ed Putman. He can play third. He can play first as well. So he's a kind of valuable backup we could use as he hits a ground ball to second base. And Julio Cruz makes the play. And here's Dave Stegman, Stegosaurus. That's my nickname for him. That's what I'd call him. Base hit for Stegman. So he's 4 for 10 on this season. And now we are going to steal a base because we're a rundown. And there's 2 outs already. Oh, they pitched out. They could see that coming a mile away. And so Stegman is gunned down at second. We go to the top of the third. Here is Juan Benice leading off. And Benice gets a base hit to right. 7 hits now. That'll bring up the rookie, Ricardo Saenz. He was 3 for 4 with a home run versus Reuschel. We could use a double play. Okay, so Benice steals on Putman. So runner in scoring position. Now we are going to bring the outfield in, even though this is a cleanup hitter, a 19-year-old cleanup hitter. And Saenz hits a ground ball to Whitaker. That is the first out. So now we need to bring the infield in. With the way Reuschel's pitching, we cannot afford to give up any runs if we can avoid it. Oh, Phil Bradley, base hit through the open infield on the first base side, and it is 2-0. Next up is Bud Bowling, and Bowling strikes out looking. So Reuschel, 45 pitches now, 2 down for Joe Simpson. He had a base hit, and now he walks. So 2 outs, and Spike Owen, we've got to pull the outfield in again, as he had a double his first appearance, and now he hits it into the gap, and another run scores. 9 hits, and it's 3-0. Surely Reuschel can get out Mario Mendoza. There we go. Ground ball to Tram, and he throws him out. 3-0 against the Mariners' best pitcher, really, even though he's number 3 in the rotation. Tommy Brookins strikes out to lead off the bottom of the third. Next up, Sweet Lou Whitaker. Whitaker strikes out. That's 3 Ks for Bannister. And here's Tram. Tram gets his second hit as he goes the other way. Base hit to right field. Now I don't even know if I should steal or not. We could use a big hit. We haven't had a home run in a couple games as Bannister walks Thompson. That'll leave it up to Kemp. He's 4 for 6 with a walk against Bannister in his career. And Kemp hits a ground ball to first. And that'll do it. Going to the top of the fourth. 3-0 Mariners. Here is Julio Cruz. Third time through the lineup here in the fourth inning. As Cruz hits it right back to Reuschel, and he makes the play. Next up is Kim Allen. Allen, there's hit number 10. I mean, Zach Greinke gave up 10 hits the other night to the Tigers. So if Greinke can give up 2 hits, I mean, Rick Reuschel can, suck it up. I don't know if you saw my my title card, but instead of having a Rick Reuschel picture, I have Sparky Anderson who's arguing with an umpire, and it actually looks like Sparky Anderson is yelling at Rick Reuschel. So Putman guns down Kim Allen, the leader in stolen bases last year. So 2 down. That'll bring up Juan Benice. Benice hits it right back to Reuschel. Oh, there we go. That's the Reuschel we love. As he throws it away or boots it or something. He's a big dude. Maybe couldn't even bend over. 2 down. Ricardo Sainz. And an infield hit. 11 hits. Okay, so first and second for Phil Bradley. And Bradley strikes out on a very inside pitch. I believe that's 4 Ks for Reuschel, and that'll probably do it for him. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Barry Bonnell leading off. Bonnell ground ball to first. 1 down. Next up, Gary Hancock. Hey, there we go. Team leading number 4 home run on the season. That's one player on the team that comes to play every day. So 1 down for Eddie Putman. And Putman pops it up to second base. Maybe just on the outfield grass. That's the second out. And with 2 down, here's Dave Stegman. He had a base hit. First time up. Oh, man, I thought that was going to get through. But it was a ground ball, hit too short, and that's the end of the inning. Going to run on the board. It's 3-1, and we are going to yank Rick Reuschel out. And we got a righty, we got a lefties. Let's bring in, what else we have? A lefty. So we got a lot of righties in this lineup. Okay, so we're going to bring in Bob Stanley to pitch here in the 5th inning. He might go a couple innings for us as he faces Bud Bowling. And Bowling hits a ground ball to third. There's 1 down. Next up is Joe Simpson, who's 0 for 1 against Stanley. And he walks him. So, another walk by Tiger relief pitcher. 1 down for Spike Owen. And Joe Simpson with his 90 speed steals second base. So, I mean, the Mariners don't have any power. I mean, all they have is speed, but speed kills, I guess. There's a base hit by Owen, who is becoming the new Brian Doyle. We cannot get that guy out. It's an RBI manufactured run there as Stanley gives up a run. Mario Mendoza up next, and they try to double play against Mendoza. And they go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-1. Tommy Brookins leading off the inning. And he shoots it into left center field. Is that good enough for a double? It is. So runner in scoring position. And the struggling Sweet Lou, we're going to have him try to pull it to the right. At least move him over. Nope. Can't do it. Not going to do it. We're going to bring up Trammell with Brookins standing out there at second. There's a base hit up the middle. And Brookins. Oh, well, it's so close. I mean, we got nothing to lose. And, yeah. You son of a bitch. As Brookins is gunned down at home. There's a 70% chance. So, with the risk of just running ourselves out of the inning, let's try to steal second base. Try to get someone in scoring position. They pitched out again. I mean, come on. That is just not fair. I mean, it's Trammell's an 84 speed, so it's not like he's a 95 speed. All right. I'm going to stop my bitching. So Cruz hits a ground ball to short to lead off the sixth inning. Let's go ahead and flip it over to the endgame stats. Yeah, 12 hits, and you can see Spike Owen is having a career game. And Trammell's 3 for 3. So one down. Here's Kim Allen, 0 for 2. I'm sorry, he's 1 for 3 today. 0 for 2 against Bob Stanley. And Stanley induces the pop-up to short. So 2 down for Juan Benice. And Benice hits a ground ball to second. And a 1-2-3 inning for Stanley. That's a good job. So, wow, at the risk of Bannister going the full 9 like Jim Beatty did yesterday, we really need to get to the bullpen as Thompson. Maybe we just can't play Thompson versus lefties because he is not good. There's a base hit for Kemp. He hits lefties good. So runner on first for Barry Bonnell, who has done jack poop for us. Oh, but we'll take that 2-run Jimmy Jack. There we go. A 2-run shot by Bonnell, first of the year. And it's 4-3. Here's our other home run hitter. It's Gary Hancock. Hit the solo shot in the 4th. And he's going to hit a high fly ball to right field. That's 2 down. We just need some action here from Ed Putman as they're just running wild on him. I think I just saw that Bannister is officially listed as tired, although you wouldn't know it by him striking out Ed Putman. We go to the top of the 7th. And you know what? We're going to let Stanley go one more. We're going to save the bullpen. And so Science leads off the top of the 7th by hitting a fly ball to right field. 328 feet. Not deep enough. So 1 down for Phil Bradley. Bradley 1 for 3 with a ribby. Hits a ground ball to first. And that leaves up to Bud Bowling. He's the only Mariner that doesn't have a hit today. There it is. So, didn't want to feel left out. And now we've got a lefty and a switch hitter in 2 of the next 4 batters. So we're going to take out Stanley. He did all right. I can't complain. Man, our lefties are just already all over 10 pitches, 10 innings. So we're going to bring in Cappy. I trust him to get Joe Simpson out. First time they faced each other. And wouldn't you know it, Cappy walks him. So the good news is Spike Owens only batted 136 last year. We're not going to pull the outfield in. We're just going to, oh my God. So Cappy walks Owen. Surely he can get out Mario Mendoza. right? He walks. The base is loaded and a run in. He walks a career 200 hitter. This is unbelievable. Okay, yeah, the crowd's cheering for that. Okay, so Mariners get a run back, but Bannister is tired, so maybe we can take advantage of that. Steggy gets his second hit, 2 for 3. And we are going to sacrifice bunt. As it took a minute there to think about it, I guess. Brookins lays down a good bunt right back to Bannister. Stegman does take second base. And I almost feel like I should pinch hit for Whitaker, but I don't know. It's just not something you should do. Hey, base hit to left field. Will that score Stegman? It does. And 80% chance. And we take it, and Whitaker gets it. So a double and a run knocked in for Whitaker. That's 5-4. Here's a chance for Trammell to even up the game. He is 3 for 3 today. And he grounds it to third. The one bag you don't want to hit it to. So it is 5-4, 2 down, and Thompson is due. Oh boy. Thought he was going to strike out there, but he hits a ground ball to second. At least he put it in play this time. And we go to the top of the 8th. 5-4. Capizzello was hot crap on the sidewalk. So we're going to bring in Dave Tobick, who we've tried to avoid as much as possible for the first 2 weeks of the season, 2 weeks plus. But yeah, this is what he's made for here. He looks so weird without his mustache. So Kim Allen leading off the 8th against Tobick. And Allen flies out to center field. 1 down as Stegman makes the play. Next up is Juan Benice. He hits a grounder back to Tobick. I'll leave it up to the teenager. Can't even drink yet. I am. As Signs hits a fly ball to left. And that is the 3rd out. So that's going to do it for Floyd Bannister. Didn't really pitch all that great. They're going to bring in Manny Sarmiento, who has got the airbrushed Mariners head on. This is not a manufactured card by Jeremy, as he's already on the team. So anyway, 5th game, hasn't given up a run. Actually pitched pretty damn good. He did give up a run, not an earned run. 4 Ks in 6 innings. He does have a blown save. So the right-hander takes the mound versus Steve Kemp, and we like that possible matchup as Kemp lines out to left. And this is not what we want Bennell to do. We're going to bring in Gibby, who's just been crushing it this season, just to show you. Limited duty, but he's batting .355. He's got an OPS over 1,000. Got a couple long balls, too. And he scorches it to center, but it's right at the center fielder, Benice. So 2 down. And that'll bring up Gary Hancock. Oh, we see we can always count on him to get a base hit. Oh, man. I don't think we can do it. I think we got to say no. So we're going to leave him at first with giving Putman a chance here to do something. Oh, Balk gets him to second anyway. So that feels like a good omen. Let's see what Putman can do here. Oh, base hit to center. That should tie it up. It does, and no, we're not going to we're not going to do it. So Sarmiento comes in and just pours gasoline on the fire. Next up is Stegman, 2 down, runner at first, and he strikes out. Okay, well, Reuschel is off the hook for the loss, even though he would have deserved it. So we go to the 9th. Phil Bradley facing Dave Tobick, and Bradley hits a high fly ball to center field. There's 1 down. Next up is Bud Bowling, 1 for 4. He pops it straight up, just to the left of second base, and that's 2 down. Okay, do we let him pitch to the lefty? Yes. There's 2 outs. There's no way he's going to hit a home run. There we go. He pops it up to Brookins at third, and that'll do it. So here we go. Can we have our 3rd walk-off of the season? We're going to try it. As we bring in Wayne Gross to pinch hit for Tommy B. Lefty coming into the game. And, oh, God, he sucks so bad. He pops up to first. So 1 down. Here's Sweet Lou. Got off the schneid with a base hit and an RBI. And he walks this at bat. And you know what that means. That's a hit and run if I ever saw one. And a base hit up the middle. Trammell 4 for 5. Keeps the inning alive. And on the hit and run, he didn't go to third? That doesn't make any sense. So, okay. So Thompson has done crap all day. Oh, man, he hits a high fly ball in the infield that carries to the outfield grass. And Thompson is just slumping. And that leaves it up to Kemp, who hits a fly ball to center field, and that's not going to get it done. So we go to the 10th inning, and we're going to take out Tobick, who pitched 2 hitless innings. So a decent job by him, and we've got 2 switch hitters coming up. So we're going to bring in Pat Underwood. If you can't get a switch hitter of Mendoza and Cruz, you shouldn't be pitching in Major League Baseball. So Spike Owen batting at 136 versus lefties last season. Let's see what happens here. He's going to bloop it into right center field. It gets down for a hit. So, I mean, I got pulled the whole infield in on this. This is a bunt if I ever saw one. Yep, good call on my part. Mendoza lays it down. He gets the job done. So that means, oh man, we cannot intentionally walk Cruz. We have to pitch the lefty to Cruz and then bring in a righty. I guess we're going to bring the outfield in. And Cruz hits it to the wrong bag. That's perfect. So 2 down. And that'll be it for Underwood. We've got to bring in the closer, Replogle. He's had 2 good games in a row, getting his ERA almost under 10. And he's going to face Kim Allen. We're going to bring the outfield in. We cannot have a blooper fall with all this speed. And there we go. Pops him up into foul ground. And Thompson makes the play. So that's it for Sarmiento. They're going to bring in Carlos Diaz. He's a lefty. And he's been rocked so far this year. 1 1/3 innings pitched in his 4th appearance. He's given up 4 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. And, oh man, he's got Parrish. So we're going to take out the lefty. We're going to bring in Lance Parrish, who tried to give him the day off today. but this is the situation he's made for. And he hits a high fly ball to right field. 306 feet. Not enough to get it done. Gary Hancock's up next, and look at him hit against the lefties. That's crazy. That's another extra base hit versus a lefty. And here we are. Chance to win the game right here with Ed Putman. One down. Oh, did he just crank a home run? Oh, that's not fair. Hancock tags up. 440 feet caught at the center field wall. I don't know if you remember the old Tiger Stadium, but you have to remember in the old Tiger Stadium, the upper deck hung over the outfield, right? And so a lot of fly balls would get caught in that. So you really couldn't hit a home run to center field like I would assume a 440-foot home run would be. So anyway, just pointing that out. So Dave Stegman, okay, still got a good chance here. We like Stegman. He's clutch. Runner at third. Oh, they're going to intentionally walk him to get to Wayne Gross. That's a smart move because we know Gross sucks. But we do have Mark Wagner on the bench. And he's going to have to play third. Oh, no. Well, I don't know. We'll worry about it when we get to it. So we're going to bring in Mark Wagner. Righty to face Carlos Diaz. 2 down, first and third. Oh, defensive indifference. Okay. So Stegman takes second base. They're giving it to him. Second and third. 0-1 count, and they're going to walk him. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you can't argue with the computer's logic. Base is loaded for Sweet Lou. Got off to a bad start, but he's come through a couple times now. And he's got a blooper to left center field. Oh, no. Come on. 9 times out of 10, that drops in for a hit. And now we've got to look at our defensive we got to look up at our defensive alignment here. I mean, I already have Parrish at DH, so I can't move him to catcher. So I think Wagner's going to have to play third, and that's not good. But it's all we have to work with. All right. So it's going to be righty on righty action here. We're a little bit hurting, below average third base. There's Juan Benice. Oh, crap. Base hit to right. That's not how you want to start out the 11th. We have not had a double play today, as Replogle guns down Signs. So there's 1 out. That's what he was so good at last year. Phil Bradley up next, popping it up to Trammell. 2 down, and that's going to leave it up to Bud Bowling. Runner at first. Surprised they haven't tried to steal. Oh, man. That comes back to bite us. As a sharply hit ground ball gets past Wagner at third. And now we have a lefty. And we do have a lefty in the pen. But you know what? This is our guy. We're going to intentionally walk Simpson, I guess. We'll just try to make things a little bit better. All right. So here's Spike Owen. Pointed out he's only 19 himself. And we're going to bring the outfield in. And he did bat .329 in limited duty last year against righties, but, I mean, he should be overmatched here. Ground ball to third. Step on the bag. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm sweating it here as we go to the bottom of the 11th. We have Trammell leading off, 4 for 5 today. And he's going to pop this one up, though. Right at the second base bag. And so there's 1 down. 1 down. Here's JT. He has just been hot trash. Yep. He's garbage right now. 2 down for Steve Kemp. Hey, Kemp comes through. He does hit lefties good. You can't deny it. That's his 3rd hit. And here's Parrish with his 2nd chance today to be the hero. Oh, ground ball to short. Folks, we're going to 12. Now, I hate the new rule in baseball where they just stick a dude at second base, but it's times like this where I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's not such a bad idea. You're kidding me. Mendoza gets himself an extra base hit, and this is probably the beginning of the end. Got to bring that outfield in again. And a base hit up the middle for Cruz. And Mendoza scores. Man, that is crap. And Kim Allen, I did not see that coming. They already got the lead. But Kim Allen does lay down the bunt. There's 1 out. All right, we're going to intentionally walk the Beniquez to get to the rookie. I guess he's not a rookie anymore. But the teenager. So 1 out, runners at first and second, and Science hits a ground ball to second, and we do turn 2. So we go to the bottom of the 12th. Here is another relief pitcher from the Mariners. This one is Rick Honeycutt. He was a good starter at his day, and he got injured in real life and went to the relief role. He even closed for a little while. He bounced around a lot, and he was the Oakland A's pitching coach for a long time, and I think maybe the Dodgers as well. But anyway, okay, so we got nothing else to work with. It's Gary Hancock leading off the inning. Base hit. 3 hits versus lefties in this game, and he takes second on an error. Let's keep it rolling with Ed Putman. A base hit to left. And the game is tied, and we have a catcher running against a guy with a noodle arm. I'm going to say no. We are going to hit and run, though. Stay out of the double play. Ground ball to first. And Stegman is out. Putman in scoring position. And here's a second shot for Wagner to be a hero. I have no idea who the player of the game would be for Detroit at this point. Is that a wild pitch? Oh, intentionally walked Wagner. Wagner, a light-hitting backup infielder, has intentionally walked twice today. But I'm making fun of him, and Mario Mendoza is crushing the ball. So first and second, 1 out. Sweet Lou, we got to let him swing away. Oh, he can't even take the bat off his shoulder. Okay. So it's up to Trammell. This is it right here. Do we want to go to lucky number 13? Oh, line drive right to second base, and that'll end the inning. We have to go to the 13th. 6-all, Replogle. Leaving the closer out there to pitch his 3rd inning. Phil Bradley will lead it off. And Bradley hits a ground ball to second. There's 1 out. Next up is Bud Bowling. Bowling hits a ground ball to Wagner at 3rd. And we do have a lefty in the bullpen. We have 1 lefty left. And it's Shotzi, who can pitch, go for a while. But we're going to give Replogle 1 chance here to get through this inning. And he gets the job done as Simpson hits a high fly ball on the infield. And Trammell makes the play. So, all right. We are going to the bottom of the 13th. Oh, here's JT. 0 for 5 with a walk. And he actually makes contact as he hits a ground ball to 3rd, and he is out. Next up is Steve Kemp, 3 for 6 on the day, and he hits a ground ball to 2nd. Oh, and they boot it. Julio Cruz boots it. So that'll bring up Parrish. Now, Parrish is 1-for-1 with a home run against Honeycutt in his career. Let's see if we can make it 2-for-2. Base hit to right. We'll take the base hit. Oh, no, we can't do that, can we? We're going to say no, but we are going to pinch run. Omar Moreno, speedy dude, in there for Steve Kemp. Maybe I should have made that play before this hit. But better late than never. And Hancock's been coming through against lefties all day today. Man, I almost want to just bunt, but we're not going to do that. We're going to swing away. Oh, no. Ground ball to first. Oh, wow. I thought for sure that was going to be a double. But Parrish and Marino are safe on the ground ball to first. And here is Ed Putman once again with a chance to be a hero. Oh, they're going to intentionally walk him to get to Stegman. You're going to regret that. Stegosaurus steps in. Bases loaded, 2 down. Ground ball. Was that an infield hit? Oh, it is an infield hit. Oh, man, there we go. Well, that was a little bit cheap. But 20 hits for Detroit. As we win 7-6, another walk-off, technically. And it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, this is a lot of fun when we have games like this. Keeping it interesting. We're a half game out of first at 8-5. California still leading. And as you can see, St. Louis and Cincinnati hold their own there in their division. So we'll take a look at the transactions. Nothing. Nada. Let's pull up the box score. We'll get out of here. Man, bless you for hanging in there if you watched this whole game. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you're new, like and subscribe. There'll be more crazy games like this later. Look at that. 38 hits and 13 runs. Andy Replogle in his last 3 outings has 2 wins and a save. And home runs by Gary Hancock, number 4. Barry Bonnell hitting his first. And Mario Mendoza saying Mendoza line who? He goes 2 for 4. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to get out of here. Thanks again, everybody. And have yourself a good one. Coming back tomorrow with Game 3. Almost a 50-minute